the unlikely events of any situations happening on this vessel today, I just wish you all the very best of luck. We ask all passengers in the seated area to please remain seated. If you want to stand, you have to do so right at the back of the boat. Me and the captain need a full 360 view myself. But if I do these live guides, ladies and gents, I don't like standing here, being screamed over all the way through. It is quite off-putting. Or just sitting here, standing here, talking to myself, because I already worry my captain. I do that too much. I'm starting to worry you. So, I'll give you guys the opportunity. Just show me by raising your hands how many of you on board today you would like to sit in company at. Would you enjoy that? I can see you downstairs as well on my seated TV. Now from what I can see, not one of you whatsoever wants to one for today. But just a little word of warning. I'm not a trained, paid professional tour guide. That's not why I'm here. I'm here as a member of the crew to keep any mistakes today. Please all of you feel free to keep your comments to yourselves. Now over to your right, ladies and gents, is something you've probably already seen on your little travel through London today. But can you just raise your hands if you think you can see over to the right hand side? Big Ben. The Elizabeth Tower is named after our longest reigning monarch, which was Queen Elizabeth. Big Ben is the 13.5-ton bell behind the clock face. You can only hear it, you cannot see it. It chimes on the hour, every hour. Now there is a little fact about the bell which I can share with you. It's named after the man that designed and created it. Now you would all expect his name to be Ben, wouldn't you? Now Benjamin, that was his middle name. It wasn't his first eye to the Wheel of Fortune. Now it's actually very popular for marriage proposals. It's the second most popular place in Europe for them. Where do you think number one is, ladies and gents? It's this boat actually. Oh, you are correct. You said I quite a few couples here. If you think it would be nice to propose to your loved one on the London Eye, if you are going to do it, make sure you know the person you're proposing to is going to say yes. Because a full rotation of that wheel takes 30 minutes. You get to the top, propose, and then get told no, it's going to be the most awkward overlooking 30 to start. That's actually why it's called the London Eye, because you can see it over there. Now we just passed through the Charing Cross Railway. The festival was actually for all the returning soldiers. The Royal Festival Hall is actually the only building that is left from that festival. Well, inside there, we've had lots. Now, that all those singers I just pointed out have all unfortunately passed away. So it is because of that reason, us Londoners are patiently waiting for Justin Bieber to put on a concert inside the Little Patches Needle. It's over that time, most of the men were off all over the continent fighting for king and country. We had a ground force of women left in the bridge. Now ladies, some of you are going to be quite pleased to hear, Waterloo Bridge is the only bridge in London that has ever been built on time and under budget. So well done to all you ladies on this. Is the St Catherine. Because just like Harry, the St Catherine is a spare. Now you can see, just as we pass the HMS Wellington, which is the white vessel to your left, on the road, now what those griffins indicate, down the drains. And when the lion's heads are completely ducked, London will be absolutely flooded is the last one there, ladies and gents. I could see on your faces what you were thinking there. Now just ahead of us, coming up over to your right, there is a tall glass building. This building is called Number 1 Blackfriars, one of the most modern and extremely expensive places to own an apartment in London. At the bottom, the apartments cost you £2 million. At the very top, £46 million. It's also known as the Kim Kardashian building. Have a look at the curves on the back side if you've got to realise why I call it that. Now these next bridges, these are the Blackfriars Road and Rail bridges. The tunnels of these bridges are known as the Tunnels of Love. Now the saying goes, if you're with your loved one or your husband or wife, it doesn't matter. If you have a kiss as you're passing through, it will bring you both 8 years of love. We'll pigeon first, because I definitely wouldn't do it, but it is entirely up to you. Dome and cross of St. Paul's Cathedral. The dome is actually the second largest unsupported dome structure in the entire world, after St. Peter's in the Vatican. If you'd like to visit St. Paul's, which I do highly recommend you do while you're here, 528 sets of stairs it takes to get to the top. Unfortunately, being a very old building, there are no lifts inside. And I've been told those stairs take 30 minutes to go up, 25 to come back down, and about a week to recover from afterwards. But the fuse agent as the silent donation. That's your 5, 10, 20 or even £50 notes. He says if you throw coins in that bucket, it makes too much noise and disturbs everyone due to the echoes you heard represent around. Now just over to your right, you're going to notice a white circular building. It has a thatched roof and it was made entirely of wood. It is an exact replica of William Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. Now during the summer months it is open for the plays. Easy way to tell it is open. Just behind the trees you can notice in front there is a red flag. Whenever you see that flag it means today, you can go to the ticket office and pick up one of those tickets. Now these tickets normally cost us little and five. You can then buy a pint of beer anywhere for that. One of my shows before for you, that is probably one of the best prices. Now ladies and gents, do we have any fans of the Pirates of the Caribbean? All I've probably heard of. It is the world famous London Bridge. Everyone would expect London Bridge to be the better looking of the two. But in a while you are going to realise that Tower Bridge is much better looking. That is number 20 Fenchurch Street. If you ever look at the top, you can see quite a few people. That's where you can find something known as the Sky Garden. Now you can go online and book to go up there absolutely free of charge. The reason they want you to book online at www.skygarden.com is they would like to know what day and time you'd like to visit. It is the better way to do it. They do allow you just to go there on any day, walk up and want to go up the top, but that's when they will charge you a small fee, so it's always better to book online. There's 2 bars and a restaurant at the top as well, so you've got other things to keep you entertained. Now the building to your left behind the trees, the long marble one with the 6 black chimneys on the roof, that is Watergate House. It is used by, so it's where anything seized out of borders gets taken to. So that's when people get caught bringing drugs into. She's been moored here since the 1970s. She is used today as a floating museum, an extension to the Imperial War Museum. She is normally at this point, I do see quite a few people fiddling about with the cameras, getting ready to rush up here and wanting to take photos of the bridge ahead of us. There's you won't have my ugly face in all your photos. Still suspension bridge, so all the brickwork on there doesn't actually do anything. You can take it off, it will still work perfectly. The only reason the brickwork is on there is so it blends in with the Tower of London. Now what I have just noticed is one of our famous double-decker red buses is coming over the bridge. Try and get a photo when that bus is directly in the middle. If you do, you'll have something known as the day. But the only day they will not open the bridge is the day of the London Marathon, due to the thousands of people running across it. Now I have begged the operators to open it on that day, because I'm told it would make the marathon a lot more fun to watch when everyone's jumping across that gap. Especially, now as you can see, we're just making our approach into Tower Pier. So we do ask at this time, just as a bit of safety, if you've got the seats, would you please remain seated for us until we are safely moored alongside. Guys at the back standing up, just hang to the handrails. Now when you've done that, we'll and dress parents that don't make sure you
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 여기 많이 아이스크림. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. घुमाते हैं। अभी काफ़ी कुछ आपने वीडियो देख ली होंगी। बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत ही खूबसूरत है, पूरा वो बनाया हुआ है। यहाँ पे देखो स्टूडेंट कैसे काम करते हैं। अभी स्टूडेंट है और ये अभी यहाँ पे मूंगफली बेच रहे हैं, पीनट।
गैस प्रेफर्ड थैंक यू इसमें लिखा हुआ है गैस
कैसे लेते हैं पीनट एंड आलमंड। सुनीता ले रही है मूंगफली।
Like a mixture of peanuts and almonds or just
नहीं मीठा है
गुड़ में बना रहे क्या?
हाँ